All right, everybody, welcome back. Another edition of Unwired Appalachia. With me again is my buddy Jacob Bryant. We did a draft preview last week about the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals not drafting in the first round anymore, Jake. Everybody who don't know, the Bengals did something crazy for the Bengals. They traded away their draft pick, number 10 overall, for Dexter Lawrence. What's your reaction?
Well, Randy, we are all in, my man. I brought my poker chip. We're all in. If I had more, I could change my camera. You could see I had a whole thing set up. But anyway, it feels good to know. Oh, here. I got the reds. I've got the greens. I've got the blues. I had a whole thing. What a time to be alive, right? I mean, what a time to be alive. First time in Bengals history, as far as I know, that we were able to make a move like this and take a leap like this. What are your thoughts?
Dude, I was shocked. We were texting. I couldn't believe it. I had to double check, and after I double checked, I had to triple check. I was soaking wet. I'd been out in the rain, right? I came in instantly warm. I don't know. For anybody who says this team is cheap, they're not trying, or they're going to waste Joe Burrow, they're trying. I was so excited. Love the Dexter Lawrence move. It's hard to find D tackles, especially that caliber. Just over the moon, over the moon. And hey, I hate giving up a 10th pick, but for a move like this, I think it's worth the risk.
And especially in this draft as well. I mean, this is not like Shamar Stewart's a top 10 pick in this draft. And I truly believe that, man. Realistic choices for the Bengals at 10. And I think that this one is even a reach. But, Reuben Bain as our fourth defensive end on the roster or Dexter Lawrence.
That's course all day, right? I will.
We can go, we both like Caleb Downs. A third safety that we hope can play slot corner or Dexter Lawrence.
You got to go Dexter Lawrence.
Top 20 player in the NFL. If I'm not mistaken, 3 Pro Bowls. Maybe 4. I'm pretty sure it's 3. We're talking about this is the best nose tackle in the league. One of the very few a very short list that can also apply pressure to a quarterback. I would say top 3. If he is probably a top 3 defensive tackle overall, and number 1 at the nose tackle position. This is all in, man. This is what it feels like. This is what it looks like. You got to give the front office credit. We give them a lot of crap. It was a joke. The Bengals could trade for Max Crosby. Everybody was like, that's never going to happen. The Bengals could trade for Dexter Lawrence. And I even saw one actual Bengals podcaster say that there was I believe it was a 0.25 chance that we trade for Dexter Lawrence. And he said, as a matter of fact, it's about the same odds as me getting a date with Jennifer Aniston. So, yeah. So, that's where a lot of, and let's face it, man. Why wouldn't you feel that way? It's not happened. This is it. This is what all in looks like, man. And Burrow, 3 years left of his deal. Chase, 3 years left of his deal. And if you haven't noticed, we just signed Dexter Lawrence extended.
We got 3 years left of Dexter Lawrence. All these guys, 3 years. There's a
Brian Cook, 3 years.
Common denominator. There's a 3-year window there. This front office, like you said, they know the time is now. Your interior defense last year, B.J. Hill and those guys, they play hard. They're good players, right? They're not going to get it done alone. They got to have help. What does the AFC North always have? Big, strong brutes up in the middle. Baltimore has them. Pittsburgh has them. Cleveland has them. We've been lacking there since DJ Reader. And Reader, his last year was hurt and in and out. We've not really had a dominant guy in the middle since Geno Atkins, constantly there. So it was a move they've been trying to make, I think, for years. There's just been nobody there. And like you said, defensive tackle this year in the draft, kind of a weaker spot. You're not going to take Peter Woods number 10 overall. a guy who could be anywhere from say 14 to 32 or something like that, you're not going to waste. You're not going to risk it. You don't know what the guy's going to turn into. If you get the best of Dexter Lawrence, man, 340 pounds can get to the quarterback. I mean, you've got to do it. Like, you've got to try it. And I think this sends a message to Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, all the leaders there. We're going to get you guys the help you've been asking for, you've been wanting. Now it's your turn to turn this into something. Is that how you look at it too? I think that's how all the fans are. I mean, the excitement is there. The offense was there. It's been there. Now the defense, the possibilities where this defense can go is really exciting.
Well, if you for all of you out there who have coaching issues or issues with the coaching, um, after this season, it's warranted because this is the best team on paper that we've had. And after last season, Duke Tobin, there was a lot of interest in that press conference. As a matter of fact, they had to call a press conference that I don't think was even initially planned because there were so many questions, man. There was a billboard up in Cincinnati saying, fire Duke Tobin, fire Zach Taylor, start over or whatever. And, Duke Tobin said after last season in that emergency press conference, we'll call it, he said, it all starts in the trenches. Duke Tobin says this. And then they go into free agency and it's like, okay, I mean, good, not great. It felt like we did a majority of the things we needed to do. There's still a couple of issues. This just wasn't enough. But this move, I feel like, puts us. This is an A offseason. This is it, man. Like, it's the best I've seen.
Has to be. I mean, here's the other thing. I mean, not to interrupt you, but you're talking about A offseason.
No.
Last year, we're dealing with Trey Hendrickson's drama, his holdouts. What's going to happen there? What's going to do? Who do you take at 17? Like, I think the guys they won last year at 17 weren't there, so they fell back on Shamar Stewart. No, I don't hate that draft pick. I didn't hate it then. I don't hate it now. Maybe Dexter Lawrence makes Shamar Stewart blow up quicker than he normally would. Maybe he makes Miles Murphy take that next step. Maybe everybody gets a little better because they're taking – I mean, Dexter Lawrence is getting double teamed and he's taking pressure off everybody else. So it allows the younger guys to develop a little bit more quicker. But just look at the difference in the offseason field last year compared to this year. To me, it's night and day. I mean, am I wrong on that one? Like, what's your outlook on that? Like, just the feeling right now in this offseason, and that's going in before draft. I mean, we still got draft picks to make.
Well, if you have any concerns about what this means to our team, you can actually watch a video. The interviews of the players in the locker room is just unreal, man. There's an energy there now that definitely wasn't before. Imagine the energy Trey Hendrickson holdout, Shamar Stewart holdout, going all the way, deep into the offseason. And then compare that with, bringing a guy in, man. Everybody's here. Everybody's here now. There's like, once again, if you have an issue with the coaches, this is your season because it is on them. But I just want to say also, this is such a huge move because you think of the teams that have won championships, man, and every one of them have good defensive lines. Every one of them, the Eagles, and they on down the line were deep when they won the championship. Chris Jones, the Rams, man, when they beat us, what was the final play of the game?
Aaron Donald.
It's just you go on, and it's every year, man. The Patriots defense largely carried them throughout the playoffs. But seriously, you go on down that line, it's year after year after year. And, Duke Tobin apparently has noticed a pattern that some of us maybe even noticed before him. But, I love it. Overall, man, it's an unreal feeling as a fan. It's not something I felt as a fan. It felt like we were always dipping the toe in. Mm-hmm. We would spin, you know what I mean? Like we would spin, we would dip the toe in, we would test the water temperature, but we never dove in. You know what and that's just the way it feels as a fan, and I know every other fan feels it with me.
Well, to carry off your point, your piggyback off your point, I think once we got to the Super Bowl with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, I think the front office probably thought, well, we're good enough offensively, we can just go out and outscore people if we have to, And then Joe Burrow starts getting a little hurt here and there. One season turns into maybe we got this potential. Then the momentum's killed. You're starting over. You're doing it again. And then they're realizing you can't just do it with offense. I mean, we're scoring 40 points a game sometimes and losing. So I think to what you're saying and piggybacking off of that, I think the whole team, the front office started to say, well, without the defense, I don't know. I don't think Joe Burrow can win it without a defense because clearly right now, I don't know if anybody can. I mean, it doesn't even have to be a top 5 defense, top 10, top 15. We're the Bengals are really good if they have something like that. Now we've got potential to be one of the best defenses in the league if everything comes together. In my book, I mean, am I wrong on that, or is that just being full of excitement? I guess.
Well, I think that there's been a lot of good defenses carrying quarterbacks for a long time, even further than a lot of good quarterbacks carrying offenses or carrying defenses. I mean, this goes back to even Eli Manning and the Giants when they beat the Patriots in the playoffs. That defense is what did it. And on the flip side, Tom Brady won a lot of championships with a strong defense, and I like Tom Brady, but he definitely had a lot. I mean, Ben Roethlisberger won a championship. Great defense. I mean, we could seriously go on and on and on. But when you have that quarterback to the caliber of Joe Burrow, and then you build and then you also have a strong defense. I mean, that honestly reminds me more of the Chiefs when with Mahomes at his best and Tyreek Hill and Chris Jones, in his prime, and just I mean, it's a whole new feeling, and if you're a fan, this is what a time to be alive. Yeah, I mean, this is it, man. This is the epitome. This is where we as fans, we've wanted it for a long time. And if you have a problem with trading the 10th pick for a 28-year-old Pro Bowler, top 3 defensive tackle in the league, and I mean, this is a move that if it fails, I'm good with it.
Yeah,
I'm good with it.
They're trying. It's something that we've never seen. Like we've never seen them try like this. It's usually let's maintain, let's build for the future. We got to have something coming next. Now it's like right now it's do or die. Like you said, we're all in. We're pushing these chips all in. We're going for it. We got a 3-year window. Hey, if it don't work out by then, we'll reevaluate. But right now, we're all in. And just going back to the thing about offseason and Trey Hendrickson and stuff, look what we were paying Trey Hendrickson last year. What did we do with that money this offseason? I mean, me and you talked about it. I'll let you talk about what they turned Trey Hendrickson into essentially, because to me, it is mind-blowing. I would say Trey Hendrickson and a 10th pick, not just Trey Hendrickson, but Trey Hendrickson and 10th pick. What did they turn that into? I mean, me and you've talked about it. It is mind-blowing to me.
Well, we replaced Trey Hendrickson. The 10th pick, that was, a future, you know what I mean? That's a future pick. I mean, I would look at it from my perspective is we traded him. Well, okay, let's just include that. We traded the 10th pick in this year's draft, which is not a strong draft, which we were talking about trading out already, because I don't think the guys I want are going to be there. And
clearly
the news is
the guy they want is going to be there.
Exactly.
Either, right?
Exactly. And they know more than we do. I know we like to think we know more than them, but I know more than them. I know you know more than them, but at least intel wise, let's act like that they know more than we do. I heard today, I actually watched a video, and this is a former GM that has Duke Tobin's number, right? And has texted him in the past during the draft asking about potential trades, saying, hey, we're open, come get it. Talking about the pick. And he said that that the Bengals were this was their choice at number 10. This is what was the Woods guy. Is it Peter Woods? Is that his name?
Clemson, yeah.
Okay. Apparently that was who the Bengals planned on taking. It wasn't corner. They planned on taking Peter Woods at number 10. That's what came out today. Now, whether it's true or not, I can't vouch for that. But so let's just say we turned Peter Woods. We're coming around.
Yeah.
Let's just say we lost Peter Woods, Trey Hendrickson, and Geno Stone, who, good Lord. we now have Brian Cook instead of Geno Stone. We have Boye Mafe. We have John Allen, and we have Dexter Lawrence. And those are elite players. We improved what 3 or 4 positions on the defense before the draft.
Mm-hmm.
And when you expect growth
in the mix, who's not a slouch, he'll be a rotation piece.
Oh, absolutely. That's even more depth at safety, which is why I thought, the Caleb Downs thing, I don't think they expected him to be there. I really don't. Even if they were in on him, I don't think they expected him to be there.
I don't either. I think me and you, I think the whole time we were hopeful that we would get Downs or I don't think they wanted Reuben Baines either. Why you want another edge rusher when you got Samar Stewart? I think Samar Stewart's, like you said, his ceiling's higher than any of these guys. Like, why would you want another prospect at edge? Like, you got you got 3 guys right there that you've put a lot of value into, 2 first rounders, and you went and signed Boye Mafia to a nice contract. So that's kind of what I see. And going back to your point, I don't think you saw Sonny Styles falling out. I think his stock skyrocketed.
Yep.
I mean,
yeah, actually, man, for Styles after the combine, it was honestly, I did some mock drafts early on. Once again, I've been looking forward to this draft for way too long. But early on, you can get Sonny Styles in the 2nd round, man. And now he's not there. Reuben Bain, if you do, he had question marks. I mean, let's face it, we got a proven top 3 D tackle who for a potential pick, which is a lottery ticket, it's a scratch off, and we turned it into, let's just say Reuben Bain or Dexter Lawrence. Man, Reuben Bain's your 4th defensive end. You got a first rounder in Stewart. You got a first rounder in Murphy, and you just paid Mafe $20 million a year. And those guys are the only one under contract's Murphy, so he's at least 3rd string.
Yeah, I mean, what you don't need that, and I don't think they like the corners. Like everybody kept saying, when the Bengals going to get a cornerback. Well, I was like you, like we have great depth there. DJ Turner and Dax Hill play well. We've got other guys stepping in to. We had young guys getting injured. We had young guys stepping up. Even a guy like DJ Ivy for the last few years, not a bad rotation piece. I mean, what's his name? Newton out of TCU, who's been not a bad rotation.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys have been hurt. So to me, that corner didn't make a whole lot of sense. And I think they like the guy from Tennessee, Jamal McCoy, a little more because of his size. But I don't think they liked his injury, and I don't think they wanted a small 5'8", 5'9" guy at LSU, because that's not a typical, that's not the prototypical shutdown corner now. Like, they want the big guy to be outside. He's more of a nickel in today's NFL, but hey, he can still maybe prove himself. I mean, he's got a lot of talent. He'll go to the top 15 somewhere more than likely, but I don't think the Bengals wanted to use that pick on that. So I think that you nailed it when you said I don't think the guy's going to be there that they wanted. And even Jeremiah Love, let's face it, we were hopeful if one of the other guys weren't going to be there, he was going to be there. I don't think that was realistic. Do you?
No, I mean, if I were going down my board, man, I'm a homer. If I were to do a mock draft, my guy's probably going to follow the Bengals because, hey, this is my mock draft and that's who I want. But realistically, there's once again, we mentioned it in the previous video. There's tiers to these guys, and at 10, the way I saw it falling, realistically, we're trading out and we're trading back, and then we're probably still reaching for Peter Woods, or we're taking Dylan Thieneman, who I actually like a lot. I just, this is to me, this is the best possible scenario for a team that wants to win now. Our division is wide open.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we have the only returning coach. And, I know some people don't like him, but still, man, just that stability. I mean, it does. It means a lot. You got guys in the locker room. I mean, you got right now the culture that they're building. I mean, you have Reisner, who just signed the deal, and he said it wasn't about guaranteed money to him. He knew he wanted to be a Bengal. Orlando Brown didn't even have an agent. He went in and signed his own extension, man. Like, these guys are doing stuff that does not get done in the NFL. And then the guy on the way out the door, Trey Hendrickson, was sign a deal, renegotiate the deal, sign a deal, renegotiate the deal. I mean, it's just, and I love what I'm saying, man. BJ Hill, I think, was with Dexter Lawrence when they found out he was traded. They've been friends a long time. I mean, this is going to be, and I truly believe it, man. This is going to be the most exciting season, and for sure the next 5 months? Yeah, 5 months. It's going to be really hard to wait 5 months to see what comes again.
Yeah, and last thing, for those who don't know, I didn't tell you, we're recording this before the draft because let's be honest. I mean, I don't know if anybody wants to see our opinion or our reaction to a second, third, and fourth round guy, but we might do that if it's something exciting or whatever. Who knows? But we still got some good draft picks left. 41, the second rounder. We got third. I mean, we can still put pieces around this and build this roster even better. Now with this move happening, what do you want to see them do at that? It's saying, the chips will fall. The guy you want going to be there at 41. What would you like to see in the second round now? I mean, because, that frees up a lot of positions now. I mean, you got a big piece. So you can go offense, you can go defense, you can go offensive line, you could go corner, you could go anywhere you want. You can go safety. It basically frees you up to be best player available. And there's like you said, it's not a great talent. There's certain positions where there's really good depth in this draft. It's not a great draft overall, but it's a deep draft in certain positions. Just kind of talk about what you want to see in that second round. There'll be some good guys left.
Well, I think if I were, Duke Tobin or Zach Taylor, whoever makes decisions, this is the way my draft would look from right now. The utmost priority for me is the middle linebacker. It has to be done. It needs to be done earlier. It needs to be done on Friday, day 2. Linebacker has to be there. Now, the other pick can be corner, or safety. I no longer think D tackle's on the board, man. I think that they got 6 now. I mean, they're talking about they'll have to cut McKinley Jackson, maybe. Mm-hmm. Here they just spent a third rounder,
or maybe even trade. What's his name, Slayton? I mean, he's a trade possibility now.
Or cut or trade Slayton. Which I actually like Slayton. I like Slayton better than Jackson. Then they play the same position essentially. Which once again, that was a draft we went into with needs, and we had to reach for McKinley Jackson. We had to reach for Chris Jenkins. Last year, we went in with needs, and it was at linebacker. That's how we got, Demetrius Knight at 25 years old in the second round. Think of that as you may. Barrett Carter in the fourth round. Once again, we talked about going into the draft with needs. I think this year it's Jacob Rodriguez. These are my guys. There's a cornerback from, I think, San Diego State. He has the same name as the running back that used to play for the Tennessee Titans. That was unreal. And for whatever reason, I never can remember it. Chris Johnson, maybe? Something like that.
Something like that. I think it's Chris Johnson.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Okay, then you have Emmanuel McNeil Warren. I think it's his name. I'm trying to think, man. There's some guys that I'd really like there. I know they met with Jake Golday, the linebacker from Cincinnati. Mm-hmm. So I know he's in play. He may be even play in the second round, honestly, the way they work. I mean, you never can tell. But yeah, well, I do think it's that though. I think corner or defensive tackle I no longer think is a thing, but I do think they're going to go corner. I can see them getting a safety. I see them getting a linebacker. I see them getting a center. They have to get a center after cutting Zach. What was it, Zach Carter? Was it? What was the center they cutted? Or they cut?
Lee. Was it Lee?
That's it. Lee.
Matt Lee. Matt Lee.
Yeah, Matt Lee. So they have to get center. Right now, I don't even think the cornerback is full. The room. Do they have 5? I know of 3.
We got 4 or 5 going in. I can't remember.
Oh, I forgot about Ivy and Newton.
Yeah, I think we
Okay,
got
that's okay. Well, I can see them going corner. They're going to go linebacker for sure. Have to. Defensive tackles out. I think they're going safety, corner, linebacker, center, and lineman. That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, and those are all just depth pieces, and there's still some good guys out there in free agency, some old veterans that you could bring in for cheap if you need to fill out the roster and kind of help mentor these guys. I mean, another veteran here or there after the draft, it wouldn't be bad. There's always undrafted free agents that fit and stuff. So this roster is not complete, and the excitement is there, man. Like it is there. But before we wrap up, this is coming out before the draft. So this will be out Friday. We're shooting it on what is it tonight? Tuesday. We're shooting it on Tuesday. This will be out Friday afternoon. So last night the first round happened. So let's just do our top 10 picks.
Okay.
I think number one we can both agree on is quarterback Fernando Mendoza. And
Yeah.
who do you got at 2?
If I'm drafting at number 2, I'm going to Arvell Reese, and I can see that being somebody the Jets just fall in love with due to his traits.
Yes. To me, it's either Reese or David Bailey. I've got Reese as well. Who do you got at 3?
The Cardinals, a lot of them had them getting a lineman. I'm going. I mean, I don't see how you pass it on David Bailey based on the lineman, talent that I think and what I've seen. So,
well, I think my decision was David Bailey or Sonny Styles. I went David Bailey. So 4, who do you go with 4? Do you go Sonny Styles or are you going Jeremiah Love?
I'm going Jeremiah Love. I think they're going to go Love. There's way too much. Man, there's way too many mocks, and those guys, once again, they know probably have a little more insider info.
Well, I went Styles here. I think that Tennessee's wanting to add some more defensive pieces. I know they could probably use Styles, but I think the Pollard last year was pretty good. I think that, and if they don't go Styles or Love, that might be where your first offensive tackle comes. But I'm going to go Styles with the Tennessee Titans. I think they see his upside and they want the Cam Ward of the defense is what I'm thinking. Who you got the Giants with at 5?
I think the Giants go Caleb Downs. There's way too much ties to the Kyle Hamilton and Harbaugh having 2 picks in the top 10. I just think it makes too much sense.
That I was with you there, so I went Caleb Downs there. Cleveland at 6. Who do you have them taking?
I have both the Cardinals and the Browns, and I put in little parentheses, or it says trade out because I think those are both trade out scenarios. But because once again, I think both of those teams could want Ty Simpson for all we know, and I think that's a good possibility.
Yes.
But I thought it'd be cool for the Browns, Sonny Styles with,
Okay.
Miles Garrett.
Okay. See, I was different. I was with you. I've got them trade back. That's my first trade. I didn't see the Cardinals doing it, but I have them trading back. But if they stick with it, I got them taking Carnell Tate. I think they need some help at receiver.
Okay.
I think he's the best receiver. At 7, I'll just go first this time. I've got Caleb Downs going at 7. No, I mean, my bad. Jeremiah Love going at 7 to Washington. Well, who do you have?
Okay. This might be my least. I'm probably the least confident in this one. I said Carnell Tate to Washington. So
I can see that as well. Number 8, New Orleans. I got them going Reuben Bain Jr. What do you think about New Orleans? They need a lot of help, so wherever they go, I won't be surprised.
a lot of people say the Saints want a wide receiver. I don't see why. I mean, with Olave and crew, but drafting a second receiver at number 8 seems a little rich for me. I have Francis, and I had Francis Mal because his last name is very hard to pronounce.
Okay. I'm going to Kansas City because I think Andy Reid will not pass him up if he's there. I think Andy Reid's wanting to protect Patrick Mahomes at all cost after last season. I think he's going to get younger up front, and I think he's going to go there. You pair him with the guy from Ohio State last year, you got a pretty good future. So who you got Kansas City taking at 9?
Well, you're gonna love this. We talked about it in the last one, right? You're gonna love this. The way my board falls is we're sitting here at 10. There's one player available. Right? There's one player available that we had on our short list of guys we wanted, right? And the guy that's flipped is Reuben Bain, which I have the Chiefs taking at number 9, leaving us with a trade back.
Okay. Okay. So I've already made my 9th pick. Who's your 10th pick? And see, I went a little different than most mock drafts, but who did you go with?
Well, now that it belongs to the Giants, there's a lot of steam with Jordan Tyson going to the Giants.
That's who I have as well. So
have,
we've got a lot of similar guys, which I figured we would have. I didn't want to look at you. You sent me some lists last time, but I intentionally didn't look at them. You probably thought I was ignoring you, but I was. I wanted to save it for here and see.
You normally do anyway.
But don't tell everybody. But yeah, I just wanted to see where we were alike and where we were different. I think it's going to be a fun draft. Our fun for the first round is over, but it's still fun seeing where everybody else lands and speculating and stuff like that. So, Jake, for everybody who doesn't know, tell them what you do, where you at, Wildcat Construction, how you can get up with you if you need anything in the East Tennessee area. Just give yourself a shout out real quick, and we'll wrap this up after that.
Well, first of all, anything is possible now with this Cincinnati Bengals team, Randy, and I'm not ruling out trading back into the first round at this point. All in, baby, for 3 years.
Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something?
It's not ruled out now. Before, that's, but now it's possible. But my name is Jacob Bryant on Wildcat Construction. We build homes in eastern Tennessee around the Cherokee Lake area. We're centered between Kingsport, Johnson City, Knoxville, Sevierville, Gatlinburg. I'm sure I'm even missing some, but we build spec homes, which we have a couple on the market right now. One lake view, one lake front. We also build custom homes. We got quite a few of those going on as well. If you want to look at some homes, I'm more than happy to show you. But if you want to reach me, you can call Wildcat Construction 423-502-1787.
Or if you're in Eastern Kentucky, holler at me. I'll get you in touch with him. I know how to get
there. You go. Or just call Randy.
I can do it. I can hook you up if you're in Pikeville. But
absolutely.
For Jacob Bryant, Jake, I will see you Thursday, right before the draft at some point. For everybody else, this is Unwired Appalachia, and I'm Randy White. Again, that's Jacob Bryant. And Corey Vance is not here, but he's the guy who will be editing this. So hopefully he doesn't make me look like a bigger fool than I am. So if not, if he doesn't, that's okay. I can live with that. I know what I am. So for everybody else, we'll see you soon. Jake, I'll see you Thursday. So peace out, everybody.